Hey everyone, and welcome back to another Odoo 19 tutorial by Cybrosys. Today in this video, let's talk about the features of the rental module of Odoo 19. So here we have the rental module. This is the rental. I'm opening it. So the main purpose of this module is to manage all the rental orders, the pickups, the late pickups, and all such things. So first of all, once you open the module, you will be getting into the rental orders page. So on the left side, you can see the rental status where you have the, option to filter this rental orders based on the different statuses. So you have status like the quotation ones, the reserved ones, and picked up ones. And it even shows the count of how many rental orders are there under each of these status. And then comes the invoice status. So based on what you need your rental order to display, you can choose it from here. And other than this, rental orders or the rental module is providing us a lot of views. The very first thing is the Kanban view, which is a simple card like view. So if you take a single card, you can see the amount, the pickup date, the order number, okay, the customer, and the status. Okay, so I'll switch to the list view. This is the list view. Okay, this is how the list view looks like, where you can see the rental status, the total, salesperson, customer, next action, order date, and order reference. Now let's switch on to the calendar view. This is the calendar view. You can switch it based on day, week, month, and year. Whatever view you like, you can choose that. And then from here, you can go to the previous and next data. I mean, if it's a month, then you can go to the next month or the previous month. Similarly, for every other options. And here on the right side, you can see certain things as the rental status and customer. So rental status is shown in 3 different colors. So those colors that depict on the calendar is that denotes to this particular status. And comes the customer. That's how it works. And then you have the pivot table. So this is the pivot table, which is simply a tabular view of the rental orders. So you can see the total based on different months. And if you go to measures, you have so much measures. If you want to add taxes to it, you can add taxes. So the thing is that simultaneously, multiple measures can be added to the rental orders. Then comes the graph. Okay, so this is the graph view or the graphical representation of the rental orders, where you can see the different customers and their total. So from here, you can easily change the measure. So that's how the graphical representation works. And you all know that we have 3 different graphs for Odoo, which is pie chart, this is the line chart, and this is the bar chart. And finally, we have the activities. So this is where you can see all the activities scheduled corresponding to different rental orders, or even possible to schedule an activity. Simply click on schedule, choose the rental order for which you are going to create an activity, and then create one. So whatever it is, it can be an email, call, to do, meeting, document, or even signature. After you are done, you can mark out or click on save. So that's how it works. Now let's go to orders. I think we've already seen the rental orders. So what we are going to do is we are going to create a new rental order. For that, simply click on new. And here you have to add the customer. So I'm adding deco. You can see the invoice address, delivery address, and all has automatically come. The expiration has also come. Then you have the recurring plan. So if you want this to be a recurring thing, then you have to set the recurring plan. Whether it's a monthly, recurring means it's the repetition, like a subscription and all. Okay. So I'm not putting it under a recurring plan. The payment terms and the rental period has come over here. So by default, it will be taking a single day. So you can change the day also based on the from and to date. It will be calculating the duration, how many days it is. Okay. And under the order lines, you have to choose a product. Like you can't choose any product like that. Okay. So for this, what you have to do is you have to choose the rental product. So if you go to search mode, and here you will be having the filters, right? So from here, you can put the filter rental, which will make your work easier. So from here, you can actually choose the product. I'll choose the printer. So here you have the printer. And here you can see 0 is available for rent. So that's the reason why it shows red color. Okay. So this is how you basically create a rental order. Okay. So let's try to put another product. This one is not available because there will be somebody who didn't return it back. So in the rental, okay, so this is the rental. I'm going for meeting room. So if you want, you can add this additional product along with it. I don't want that, so I'm just setting the meeting room and clicking on confirm. So yeah, this is available. Okay, so you're taking a space for rent, and once you've done that, you can see the send button is the only active button. So if you click on send, this will change the status from quotation to quotation sent. I'm going to confirm it. So yeah, this is confirmed and now it has become a sales order. Okay, so next thing is either you can do the pickup or the invoice creation. So I'll just create an invoice, a draft one. Okay, and we'll complete the procedure. So you can see it's already booked. It shows as booked and I'm confirming this to a posted, invoice. And from here, I can actually pay for it. Okay, so you can create payment and complete the procedure. So now if you go back to the sale, not the sale order, the rental order, sorry, you can see the status right now is booked. Okay, so the next thing is to pick it up. So I'm going to pick up. You can see the picked up one and the reserved one. Okay, that's the quantity it's showing. I'm going to validate it. Let's see what change happens. Now this is in picked up stage. So what basically happens in a rental order? You create a rental, you are booking for a product or a space, whatever it is. Okay, and the very first thing is it is booked. Now that you have picked up, the status have changed to pick up. After your use, what should you do? You have to return it, right? So if you go back to the rental order, here you can see the picked up ones. Okay, now there is another one which is in late return state. Now this is the one which is picked up. Now let's see what happens once we have returned it. So I'm clicking on return, validating it, and now it has become a returned one. So this is how a rental orders flow works. You create a quotation, send it, confirm it, which makes it booked. After that, you can pick it up and return it. So here, if you open this one, you can see it's late return. So the due date is over, that is the rental period is over. Still, this has not been returned yet. So from here, the pickup and return and all things will work. So I'm just canceling it. That's how it works. Okay. So, that's how the statuses work. Based on your action, the status gets on updated. That's the rental order. Now, let's see what orders have. We have the customers. So, these are the customers that we have. And each of the customer details can be seen here easily. And you all know how to create a customer. These are basically the customer invoices. So, to create a customer, it's really simple. Click on new. Decide whether it's a person or a company, then you have to create one. Specify all the things like the address, the tax ID, website, the contact details, sales and purchase details, accounting details, partner assignment, and notes. So if you are choosing a person, then you have to choose the company to which that person belongs to, and then it will be adopting the company's accounting and partner assignment and all. Okay, and here you have the smart tabs where it shows all the activities where this particular customer is involved. So that's the customer. I'm just discarding it. Then you have the to do today. So all the things that you have to do today will be marked up over here. So where you have the pickup and the return. So if there is any pickup that should be done today, that can be viewed over here. Similarly, if there are anything that are to be returned today, that can be seen over here. So currently we don't have any. That's the reason why it doesn't show anything. Okay, so that's the orders. Now, if you want, you can actually create an order in according to this particular date to show this data. Let's try creating one. I'll go to the customer. Okay, and I am adding the product, which is the meeting room. Okay, and confirming it. I don't want any additional products. So here you can see the rental period. By default, it's the same day. So I'm putting this. This is the thing, okay? On the same day, different time I'm giving. Okay, 11:30 to 12:15. It's a small time. Okay, that's what I'm giving. Almost an hour. Okay, so that's how it works. You can update the rental price from here based on the new period. Okay, so the price is updated over here. Now going to confirm it. Let's see. This is a booked one. So here you have pickup. Let's see whether this will be displayed under the pickup section. So going to the pickup. So here you have the one that we have created right now. So this is a reserved one. You have to do the pickup today. So I'm picking it up, validating it. Okay, so the pickup is done. Now the only thing that remains is the return. So let's see whether it has come. See, the return has also come over here. So this is how it works. Now all the things, now it actually gives you an idea about, like, you don't have to walk clueless thinking about when is the return, when is the pickup and all. So all the things that are to be done today is marked by Odoo itself for y'all to make your work easy. So that's how it works. That's how the to do today works. Then comes the schedule. So here you can see the scheduled rentals. So if you want to schedule a rental, you can click on new and you can actually create a rental order. So based on the rental period, it is getting scheduled in the scheduled rental. So this is the one that we have created very lately, which is for the same day but a different time. Okay, same day for 1 or 2 hours we just created this thing. Similarly, based on the days that we give, this will get scheduled in the scheduled rental, which will be showing you such a view, which is actually a very helpful view. Okay, so this will be showing you the date and also exact time. That's the scheduled rental. Then comes the products. So you know what products are, right? So inside the products, you can actually create this particular product and manage the products. Now, you can't simply create a product. What you have to do is you have to make that product a rental product or mark it as a rental product. So if you go on and click on new, you have the product over here. I mean the product page. You can specify the name of the product, the general information, attributes and variants, sales, the rental price is based on a period, the price list can be set and the price can be set. And you have the reservations where you have the hourly fine and the daily fine. For each hour you are getting late for the return. Similarly, for per day late, you can add this particular amount. Okay, and then comes the inventory. So here in inventory also, you can actually manage your inventory of the product and accounting. Now, this is what we do in our laptops or our desktops. Okay, so if you are someone who want to work from everywhere, like to make your work flexible, we have actually come up with a product which is called Mobo. So Mobo is basically a suite of mobile apps, that is Odoo mobile apps. So far we have published 5 modules and which includes the sales module. So you all know products can be found inside the sales module as well. So rather than going on to your system and creating one, using just your mobile phone, you can actually create the products and manage it. I think it's pretty much easier because I have used it and I think it will obviously make your work very much easier and you can actually enjoy doing those things. So I'll show you how the product creation is done using the Mobo app. Okay. So yeah, guys, that was the products. And let's go back. These are the different products that we have. Next, if you go to the reporting section, you can see the rental analysis. So this is basically the rental analysis. Okay. And you can see the different days, the daily ordered quantity based on each of the days. You can switch it to the bar chart as well as the pie chart. And you all know about the measures, so I don't want to repeat it again and again. These are the measures and this is a beautiful pie chart. Okay, Now you can switch the view to the pivot table, which will show you the rental analysis on a table. You can add measures over here. So currently it will be showing the daily amount, daily ordered quantity, daily picked up quantity, and all such things. So if you want to add on the count to it, you can add the count here. If you want the daily return quantity, you can add that as well. So this is how it works. That is the rental analysis. Now, so that's the reporting. And if you go to the configuration, first let's talk about the rental periods. So you all know these are the different rental periods like daily, hourly, 3 hours, nightly, monthly, quarterly, weekly. So likewise, you can set periods which can actually be used in rental orders while creating the rental orders. So that will be showing you the different duration, like you have to specify the duration. If you click on new, if it's monthly, the duration you have to specify. If it's one and the unit, it can be hours, days, weeks, months, years, and nights. So that is how it works. That is the rental periods. And comes the quotation template. So you all know what a quotation template is, right? We create a pre-defined rental order or a ready-made one. And this can be used in place where we create rental orders. Okay, so that's how it works. Now, if you open one, you can see the template which is used, which is office furnitures. And if you just take a look at the order lines, you can see the different products. Now, if you go to orders and create a new one, let's try. Okay, and here you have the quotation template. I'm choosing office furniture and comes the order lines. So as you choose the pre-created template, it gets populated with all the things that we have specified over here while we were creating the rental quotation template. Now let's go to the configuration settings. And in the settings, we have the rental where you have the default delay cost, the default padding time, and the rental transfers. Similarly, we have the rent online section where you can mark the unavailability days and minimal time of rental. So these are the options that Odoo provides us for the rental module. So these are the features. If you want a deep dive into each of the topic, please do comment below. I'll be happy to help you out. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching and see you guys in the next video.